Hey yo, E-King Fight News. This is breaking news. Shout out to Ticket TV for the info. Anthony Joshua has been listed the #1 earning fighter as per Forbes magazine, and he just took over and brought Canelo down. So Canelo dropped off from last year as the #1 earning fighter, and now it's Anthony Joshua. More on this story, guys. That's right, guys. Anthony Joshua, according to Forbes magazine, overtakes Canelo Alvarez, becomes boxing's top earner. That's coming off of the very solid payday he just got for beating Joseph Parker. Before that, he took out Carlos Takam. And last year he was #2 rated. And now he ticks over, becomes the #1 rated fighter. Just in terms of earnings in 2018. And guess who's #2? Hey, no, Gennady Triple G. Gennady Golovkin #2. He's up from #3. That's surprising to me. You know, I don't think of Gennady Golovkin as a major earner in the sport, but he's coming off a great pay-per-view facing Canelo Alvarez. That did great numbers. You know, much better than I expected. And he had another fight against Vanes. That was regular HBO. So I know he didn't make as much as the last fight, but it's still a good stay busy fight for him. And, you know, it was the marquee fight of Cinco de Mayo. Canelo Alvarez remains at #3. Vasily Lomachenko, he pretty much stayed even keel at #4, which is surprising. I mean, he's been fighting on ESPN as of yet. His purses have not been as big as I think guys like Anthony Joshua, Canelo Alvarez. So it's interesting to see him at #4. Deontay Wilder showed up as #5, so he cracks the top 5. Heavyweight champion, WBC bronze bomber Deontay Wilder looking to take over all these guys if he makes a fight with Anthony Joshua. If Deontay Wilder gets that fight with Anthony Joshua, and the word is that fight's pretty much a done deal, then both of these two guys are taking over the sport when it comes to earnings. Both of them are taking over the sport. Errol Spence at #6, down from #5. That's also surprising as well. You don't really think of Errol Spence as a top earner, but at the same time, you know, rumors were he got a nice little payday to whoop on Lamont Peterson. That was upwards of $3 million to face Lamont Peterson. So shout out to him. He's got Man Down Promotions. He's got Carlos Ocampo, gonna whoop on that mandatory ass in Texas. Shout out to Errol Spence Jr. There's Terrence Crawford, who dropped a spot from #6. You know, his fight got postponed. It will be on ESPN Plus app. Shit, man. I don't know if I'm going to buy that shit or not, man. You let me know. Are you going to have to purchase ESPN Plus just to check out Terrence Crawford? Or are you going to wait on that stream that might show up, man? E-King Fight News. Let me know what you guys think about that below. Sergey Kovalev #8. That's surprising to me. You know what's surprising to me? Sergey Kovalev ranked above Daniel Jacobs, who's supposed to be making millions with Eddie Hearn. Can't even beat fucking Sergey Kovalev. Making less than Sergey Kovalev. Sergey Kovalev, you know, he had that pay-per-view with Andre Ward. I don't know how those numbers were. They never released that shit. Or did they? I might be mistaken. I heard the pay-per-view numbers were quite low for that one. Sergey Kovalev also went on to beat your boy Shabransky. And then he beat up on Igor, the bum. He beat on that dude Igor. He beat on that dude Igor, man. That's what happened with Sergey Kovalev, man. He'll be back soon, fighting Elidier Alvarez, man. It's going to be a good fight. Daniel Jacobs at #9. Mikey Garcia rounds it out at #10. I believe the Charlo brothers on the rise. Both of them are at number 11 and 12. And then Adrian Bronner shows up at number 13. You know, I would have thought Adrian Bronner would be higher on this list. You know, he still draws a lot of attention, a lot of hype, but he's not in the top 10. That'll let you know something. All right, So Rungvisai and Keith Thurman rounded out, and that's the top 15. There you go. Man, if Joshua ends up fighting Wilder, man, he's gonna hold down this spot at number 1 for a long time, because he's the A side of that equation, which means regardless of how that fight plays out, Joshua's gonna get the lion's share of the revenue, and that's gonna mean shit, man. He's gonna be on top of the sport. He's already promoting. He's already got Lawrence Okolie under his belt as a promoter. So you know, he's getting money, man. He's got a ton of fucking sponsors too, fucking Fitwater and these fucking supplement companies and all this other stuff, man. Dubai put money in his pocket, man. Anthony Joshua's doing okay. So, shout out to him, number 1. Hopefully, he goes ahead, takes his Deontay Wilder fight, and then, the eyes of the world will be on Anthony Joshua at that point, especially if he wins. Imagine if Anthony Joshua beat Deontay Wilder, got all the belts, undisputed champion, man. Wow. That would be beautiful. It would be beautiful for him to do that. And just look at the accomplishment. He would be like, what? Still in his 20s and shit, undisputed champion. It would be unheard of. It would be, you know, in my opinion, the odds are against Anthony Joshua of winning. Because just look at the odds of all this shit. Look at the odds that Anthony Joshua has been able to overcome. Just in general. You know, young fighter, he beat up on Charles Martin, who should have never had the IBF title. But he beat up on Charles Martin, got that IBF title. And then, you know him and Eddie Hearn plotting their next move and shit. And then, of course, Tyson Fury goes on a fucking cocaine. He turns into fucking Scarface for a year. He gets out of the sport. He leaves his titles behind and shit. And then, of course, Eddie Hearn sneaks in that WBA title for the Klitschko fight. So not only did he have the IBF on the line, but he snuck in that WBA. And he beat Klitschko, and they gifted him the WBA title. So shit, now he had 2 titles. Then he went after that Joseph Parker, the New Zealander. I told you guys Parker had a chin, so Anthony Joshua had his first fight go the distance. Oh man, I wish I bet on that shit, because I knew it was going the distance. So he beat up on Joseph Parker, all the pressure on him, and now he's got the American, the best fighter out of the United States. A fitting fight for Undisputed Championship. You kind of have to come to America and really show if you're the real deal. And now he has his chance, man. Now he's got the opportunity to prove he's the best in the world. All he's got to do is, get past this challenge, and the sky will truly be the limit. Hopefully that fight happens, man. I mean, there's a lot of great stories that can come out of it. There's a lot of hype and build and promotion behind it. I mean, Sky Sports has been pushing for this fight as much as Showtime has been pushing for the fight. So I'll let you know they want to see the fight in the UK as well. Right? And I'm tired of hearing from you, Joshua protection crew. The protection crew out here. They want to defend everything Joshua and Eddie Hearn has to say. But it is what it is. You guys are Joshua fans too. You're supposed to want to see this fight. So, let's not forget about that shit. The whole point is we all want to see the fight. So let's push for it to happen. E-King Fight News, man. That's what it is. Joshua hits that number 1 spot when it comes to earnings in boxing. So congratulations to him. E-King Fight News, man. We out, guys, man. Peace out. Shout out to the whole family. Shout out to LDBC. Shout out to the whole team, man. E-King Fight News, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Peace. Peace out. That's what it is.